This is a disclaimer. I am not a professional. Just because I have videos on YouTube, it does not mean I know what I'm doing. I'm a typical idiot that happens to have a decent looking lawn. I would not follow my advice and use these methods on your lawn unless you are extremely desperate, or you just want to save some money on overpriced products seen elsewhere.
Well, the worm castings are pretty much out of control since it's pretty much still getting watered frequently. It doesn't dry out, so that creates more than normal worm castings. But I think it's looking decent. I've never grown bentgrass, so I have no clues if it's doing good. I don't know. There's green stuff everywhere. Had a few areas that I think my seeding job was bad. Right along the edge of the driveway here was a little bit light. And then along the edge of the sidewalk over here was a little light. And then right around this area was a little bit light. So 5 days ago I added just a very little bit of seed there. 2 days ago I gave it its first mow, which barely took anything off. And today I'm going to give it its second mow and use some granular fert. All right, pick this up. Scott's Turf Builder Starter, blah, blah, blah. It is, oh, I know it's on here, 24, 25, 4. Only 6% of it is slowly available, slow release, whatever you want to refer to it as. So it's going to be mostly available nitrogen right away. I want to get a little bit more phosphorus down. You saw me put sand down, which has no nutrients in it. So we need to get a little bit more of that. I also picked up a bag of, I believe it's a 30-010. Since this is very low on potassium, we'll use a 30-010 to get a little bit of potassium. So I'll be running both of these along with the Simple Lawn 16-48 and the Subvert 12-48. So I'm going to be using 4 different nitrogen sources. It's hard to get enough liquid down. I could do it, but I'd be spraying like daily to put out 0.2 pounds or so almost. So with this I can soil load, I guess, if you want to call it. So I'll be running all of them. All right, got this out. Show you guys this, how fine this is. These are some very tiny little prills. Come on, focus in. There we go. You can see how little those are. I don't know what the SGN is, but that's part of the cost of the Scotts. It's a good product. We're going to do about a 1/4 pound, 2 cups without weighing. It is pretty darn close to a 1/4 pound. But yeah, for those of you that are buying this online stuff that has huge chunky prills and great marketing behind it, the Scotts is a very similar cost. And if you want to debate and argue, it's a better product. It's got better sources, better ingredients. The smaller prill means you're going to have more prills per square foot, so you got better distribution. Just all around a really nice product. All right, I went with about a 1/4 pound of the starter fertilizer and a 1/4 pound of the, it's a 32010. But you can see these little white specks. You end up with some really good coverage. And you see how close together they all are. So that's a 1/2 pound of nitrogen total between the two. But you see how good of coverage you get when your prills are really small. See all these tiny little white specks is fertilizer. So that's a 2-week update. Yesterday would have been 2 weeks ago that I put the seed down. This should be about 1.5 pounds of nitrogen I've put on it. It's supposed to do about a pound weekly, 1/2 pound at a time. Again, I've never planted bentgrass, never grown bentgrass. I have no idea as to how well I'm doing, but if you want to follow along on the journey, do that whole subscribe, bell, all that good stuff, and follow along. Thanks a lot.